Alrighty, guys, this is your boy Kamen Zero Spike back again once again. And today, people, we're here for Kamen Gavv episode 6, and in this episode we get the debut of Kamen Valid, the Chocolate Boy. And in this episode was dark. It started off pretty freaking kind of dark because, like, the chief gone, man. Spoilers, but if you watching this video, you should have watched the episode by now. But yeah, man, the chief, man, like Hunto done lost somebody else. Like, bro bro's a straight up Uchiha, because bro has lost so many people right now. Like, bro should have gotten his Mangekyo Sharingan by now with the amount of people and turmoil that he's had to go through. But this episode was really cool, though. It actually gave, basically, it was sort of a Hunto centric episode, since this is his writer debut episode, and we did get some little backstory on him and the chief and stuff like that. How the chief basically was his, basically technically like his adopted father, because Hunto did say that he lost his mom and he also lost his grandmother, so the chief was basically like the only person that he had in his life. And we do see how he's able, we do get the debut of how he's able to use his driver, which his driver isn't, he's not a belt using rider. He is an alternate type of weapon kind of rider, where his driver doubles as a weapon and his henshin device. He only uses one kochizo. He only uses one kochizo for this, and he basically that's how he henshins. He has to fire it. He has to fire it to transform, and it's one of the chocolate kochizos that Suga stole from Shoma. We did see that Shoma does end up basically better getting along with his uncle, with Uncle Dente, and he basically tells his uncle that, hey, I have to get stronger, and I'll in case I need your help, I'll bring you snacks, like human snacks and stuff like that, in order for you to help me and things like that. He's like, all right, good. And then Dente's like, all right, cool, man, I'll do it for the snacks, do it for the junk food, But we did see in this episode that Shoma is back helping helping Chika with her daily little job things that she has, and their job is hand out flyers and things like that to this noodle place, and we see that that's going pretty well. But yeah, we see that he ends up having to battle the mushroom Granute, the one that did take out the chief in the last episode. We did see that Hunto ended up finding the little how they capture humans. He's able to find, he ends up finding that, but he only finds half of it. And we go back to the last episode, where if you aren't careful when you're trying to release people who have been captured, you could snap it in half, and if you snap it in half, then that person is essentially dead. So yeah, he sees this and he's really messed up about it. Like I said before, because we see him looking for Chief, in the beginning of the episode, and he ends up going to Suga to try and see if Suga could help him in any kind of way. And Suga basically tells him that, yeah, I do have a way of doing that, but he pulls out the driver that he ended up creating, but he says that you can't use it because you don't have any Granute blood. So he pulls out a organ that he basically got from a dead Granute, and says that I will have to put this in your body. Like, he would have to surgically put the Granute organ into his body in order for him to transform. So Hunto isn't for this at freaking all. He don't want to do this at all, and he ends up leaving with Suga. He ends up leaving Suga's place in a rage. We also see that the two sisters, Shita and Jiba, they ended up getting weirded. Well, not they're getting discouraged because Gavv is out there taking out all their people, and taking out their employees, and also taking all their like harvesting people and things like that and rescuing them. So they asked Big Bro to help them. The sciencey brother, he's a I haven't forgotten his name yet, but they asked him to help. They asked him to help them, and he's like, nah, he doesn't want to help them because he's taking interest in Gavv, and he's also been seeing what Gavv has been technically doing and things like that. But so he's been keeping watch on a lot of things that have been going on with Gavv and a lot of things that have been going on with other characters, and we do see him later on in the episode as well, like after the whole like Valen fight and everything. But we did see that Shoma has basically gotten all of his Gochizo to basically say, he got all of them together and said that, hey, I'm gonna need everybody to go out there and basically like patrol the city for Grenoots and Grenoot activity and things like that, so he can protect people, which is pretty good. With all the freaking Gochizo that be hanging around, like it'd be a lot of them, like it'd be a whole bunch of these little guys just walking around the house. So he basically just puts used to them and basically getting them all out there to patrol around and see and make sure like people are safe and things like that, and basically report back to him when Grenoot activity is going on. So we see that the last Grenoot, the mushroom Grenoot, he's basically like disguising himself as like like a street performer, like type of like magician guy, and we see that Shoma ends up stopping him from eating this woman, and everybody people got mad at Shoma. But why'd y'all get mad at Shoma when like y'all literally saw old boy's like stomach mouth with the tongue and everything? Y'all saw that, but everybody was mad at Shoma because he kind of tackled the girl to save her, and her boyfriend was all pissed off. I'm like, bro, shut up. That dude had a stomach mouth. You were about to be single. So Shoma's chasing him down, and we see that Shoma ends up fighting him, and Shoma basically tells him that, hey, you can stop all with the dark treat BS, or you can get thrashed by me. Pick your poison. Like Shoma gives he pulls a Goku, and he's like, hey, I'm giving you a choice. You can leave now, or I'm gonna beat the crap out of you. So dude's like, nah, I like working. And then Shoma's like, so be it. So Shoma's fighting them, and you see like he's getting the upper hand on him so far. We see that this Grenoot has the power to he can summon like these spores that blow up, right? So, and he's also really, really slippery, and he's like oiled up. He came from a Diddy party, baby oil action. I'm sorry, I'm keeping that in the video. I don't care. That was gold. Okay, I don't care how cringy it is. I'm keeping that in. But we see that Shoma tries to rider kick him with the big gummy foot thing, but it doesn't work because the Grenoot, his body is so slimy that it wasn't able to hurt him. So he ends up using his spores, makes them explode, and he ends up running away. But while this is going on, we see that Hunto is being experimented on by Suga. He basically decided to be Suga's lab rat and things like that. And we see that Suga is experimenting on, but basically giving him surgery to put that Grenoot DNA within him, so he is able to use the driver. So now, after he gets, he gets the surgery afterwards, also without anesthesia, so Hunto had to sit there and through all that pain while Suga just like, yeah, put this here, you good? And we see Hunto pass out from the pain. He's crying from the pain. I'm like, bro, it sucks, man. Suga's a monster. So he ends up finishing the surgery on Hunto after we see Shoma going after the mushroom Grenoot. But we see that Hunto and Suga end up getting to him first. When they get to him first, we see that he asks him like, hey, he's like, hey, are you the one that did this? And he's holding up like he's holding up Chief's like his bonds, his capture thing. He's holding this thing. He's like, yeah, well, yeah, it was me. So what? And he basically said, I'm gonna take you down. But note, Hanto is hurt. He has not recovered at all from this freaking surgery, so he's barely able to stand up. So he hinges up and gets ready to fight this dude. He gets ready to fight this Granute. His transformation sequence was freaking awesome, though. He ends up putting the chocolate, the chocolate Gochizo into his driver. He points it at the ground, shoots it, and then that's when all the dookie comes out. It's chocolate. I know it's chocolate. But all the chocolate comes up, engulfs his body, and then like the transformation sequence was dope. He gets engulfed in chocolate, and then like chocolate wrapped into foil comes up. It breaks apart. It makes the armor for his rider suit, and then he's like covered in like this silver foil kind of thing, and then he rips it off. And it's really, really cool, because that's how you have to rip off the foil to eat some brands of chocolate. Yeah, that was dope. His whole that whole transformation sequence was absolutely peak. So he starts fighting him. He starts trying to shoot at him, but he's so freaking hurt, disoriented, that he's not getting a good shot in. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna punch you in the face, and that's what he did. It's throughout the whole fight, we see that Hanto is struggling to even fight this guy, but that's when we see Shoma come in, and he sees what's going on. But that's when Hanto is still fighting this. Hanzo is still fighting the monster. He gets the upper hand on him. He shoots he does his ultimate attack, which is just a giant ball of chocolate. It just smacks him in the face with it, and in the air, by the way, which is dope, and ends up defeating him. And you see that the Granute basically says that I didn't know there was anybody out there that could defeat us other than the Red Gavv. And he's like, yeah, you're right, but I'm fresh on the scene. And he blows up. It was awesome. But yeah, we see that Hanto and Shoma are now right. Well, Hanto is now a rider, and Shoma doesn't know who he is, and also Hanto doesn't know who Gavv is. He doesn't know Shoma is the rider. They haven't really officially met each other yet outside of suit. They really have not officially met each other yet, so I'm ready to see that. I hope it happens pretty soon, but I'm ready to see that interaction. I'm ready to see that realization of, oh, you're him. I'm ready to see that. That's gonna be dope. We're gonna get our rider dynamic duo later on in the freaking series, which is cool. Also, I don't know do we know if we're getting any other riders? Most likely we are, but like I wonder who they are. People say that Chica is gonna be. I'll call her Chica as a nickname. Don't come for me. But yeah, people say that she might end up becoming a rider herself, which would be cool. Another female writer would be dope. But yeah, I have no problem with female writers anyway, so if she becomes a writer, awesome. She's already super pretty. But yeah, man, this was awesome. We do see that the other brother, the science brother of Stomach Inc., he has the other half of Chief. Like, he has the other half of Chief. So I'm like, is Hanto Big gonna get that back? And if he does get it back, can he save Chief? If he gets it back, and puts it back together, is there a possibility that he could save Chief? Like, they threw that out there, Doc. That wasn't there for nothing. Like, old boy has the legs. He has the bottom half of it. So it's like, I feel like this was a plan. I feel like this was somewhat of a plan to stir somebody closer to something else. That's what I feel like this is. But other than that, like, yeah, dude, we see that he has the other half. So I wonder if Hanto is going to be able to eventually get that back, or is he giving up? But it seems like he's giving up all hope of the Chief being alive in any capacity. But yeah, dog, this episode was great. This episode was awesome. It started off strong, it ended strong. We finally got the debut of Valen, and next episode we're going to get the debut of Gavv's chocolate form. He's the chocolate cowboy looking form. Like, that's the form that's going to be in next episode. But yeah, this is a great episode, man. This is a great episode. Didn't see much of stomaching. All we saw was the twins and the Science brother going out there and seeing everything that's going on, and stuff like that. We see Suga again being completely remorseless and lacking empathy of any kind, and also he had a GoPro filming the entire fight that Valen and the Mushroom Grenade were having. But yeah, and also Suga steals some more cochizo. He steals like some more chocolate cochizos. So I get it. It's just so freaking Honto can transform into Valen, but also you just freaking took him. Like he grabbed him quick too. He grabbed 4. He put both his hands out and grabbed 4 of them and took off. I was like, yo, what is wrong with you, man? But yeah, man, this episode was really good. I really like this episode for what it was. We got the debut of a new writer, got some chocolate action. We see that Shoma's still trying to adjust to this world. He's also making a connection with his uncle and things like that. Even Dente is mentioned in this episode by the Science brother of Stomach Inc. We see that because we know that the brother he studied under Denta, so everything he knows, Denta knows. But yeah, this episode was dope. You guys let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think about this episode of Kamen Rider Gavv, episode 6. But yeah, I'm see you guys next time. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and remember, as I always say, guys, stay henshined.